Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector, where we dig deep into rare coins, valuable collectibles, and the hidden treasures you might already have lying around your home. Today, we're about to uncover the jaw-dropping story behind one tiny piece of copper that could change your life. Yes, I'm talking about the seemingly ordinary 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin. You heard that right, a penny. A coin worth 1 cent that could now be worth as much as $225,000. Stick around, because this is a coin story that defies all expectations, creating intrigue. Now, before you go tossing your spare change on the counter thinking it's all junk, let me tell you this: the 1995 Liberty penny might just be the most underestimated coin in U.S. history. It's a coin that looks like millions of others but holds a value that's enough to buy a house. That's not a typo. 1 single cent, worth nearly $250,000 today. What makes it so special? Why is it so rare? And more importantly, how do you know if you have one in your collection? Don't blink, because the answers are coming right up. Section 1, Background and History. Let's roll back the clock to the year 1995. Bill Clinton was president. The internet was just starting to spread into homes. And the U.S. Mint was producing millions upon millions of pennies, officially known as the Lincoln cent, or Liberty 1-cent coin. This coin features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, a design that's been in place since 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. On the reverse is the classic Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing freedom, democracy, and the enduring legacy of the 16th President of the United States. But something happened in 1995, something that made a tiny fraction of these coins truly legendary. Section 2, the famous doubling error. In a small number of 1995 Liberty 1-cent coins, a minting error occurred that collectors today are willing to pay big money for. This is known as a double die obverse. What that means is that during the minting process, the coin's die, the metal stamp that creates the image, was misaligned or shifted just enough to cause a doubling of the design on the front. This caused certain letters, especially in the word Liberty and the words "In God We Trust," to appear as if they had a slight shadow or duplicate. You might not notice it at first glance. But with a magnifying glass, the double die is unmistakable. These types of errors are extremely rare and almost impossible to replicate. It wasn't the first time the U.S. Mint had an error like this, but the 1995 double die penny became one of the most iconic. Section 3, Rarity and Value. Now here's the kicker. Millions of 1995 pennies were made. But only a tiny number have this double die obverse. And among those, only a handful are in pristine condition, what collectors call mint state or MS 67 and above. These are coins that have never been touched, scratched, or even handled by human hands. They're near perfect. When such a coin comes up for auction, the price can soar. In recent years, some of the finest examples of the 1995 double die Liberty penny have fetched astonishing prices, with one verified and graded example recently selling for $225,000. That's not hype. That's a real-world sale backed by top coin grading agencies like PCGS and NGC. Imagine owning a coin you could flip for that kind of money. Section 4, How to Spot One. So how do you know if you've got the golden ticket of pennies sitting in a jar in your closet? Here's what you do. Grab every 1995 penny you can find. Hold it up to the light. Get a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Look closely at the word Liberty on the left of Lincoln's portrait. Look at "In God We Trust" across the top. And check the word date, 1995. If the letters look thick, shadowed, or doubled, you might just have a winner, but don't stop there. If you see any signs of doubling, send the coin to be authenticated by a professional coin grading service. PCGS or NGC will be able to confirm whether you have a legitimate 1995 double die penny. And if it's in great condition, you could be sitting on a serious fortune. Section 5, Why this coin is a collector's dream. Now let's talk about why collectors go wild for this coin. First, it's accessible. It was mass-produced, but the error version is scarce. Second, it's visually impressive. The doubling is noticeable and dramatic under magnification. Third, it's part of a beloved series. The Lincoln cent is the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. Combine all of that with the thrill of the hunt, and you've got a collector's dream. And let's not forget, this isn't a coin from the 1800s. It's not some ancient relic. It's from 1995. That means it could realistically be in your house right now. You could find it in pocket change. Or in an old piggy bank. Or mixed in a coin jar passed down from a grandparent. That's what makes it so exciting. Section 6, Final Thoughts and Call to Action. So, what are you waiting for? Right after this video, go raid your change jar. Dig through your coin collection. Search every 1995 penny you've got. Because one of those little copper coins could change your life. This isn't just a penny, it's a symbol of how hidden value can be found in the most unexpected places. And with a current market price of up to $225,000, the 1995 Liberty 1 cent double die is one of the hottest coins in circulation. Collectors, investors, and treasure hunters around the world are looking for this rare gem. The question is, will you be the one to find it next? If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and drop a comment down below if you've ever come across a strange or valuable coin. Have questions? I'd love to help. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a penny. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting discoveries in the world of numismatics. We're talking about a tiny piece of metal that's smaller than your thumb, yet it could be worth a jaw-dropping $127,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Just 1 cent. A humble 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin from the United States. But not just any one. This little penny is now making big waves among collectors and investors alike. So buckle up, because this is the full story, the rich history, the secret behind its massive value, and why this penny might just be the $1,000,000 ticket sitting in your coin jar right now. Let's jump right in. We begin our story in the year 1997. Bill Clinton was President of the United States, the internet was just beginning to boom, and Titanic was sinking hearts at the box office. But quietly, in the corners of the U.S. Mint, a small copper-colored coin was being struck, the Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent coin. At first glance, there's nothing unusual about the 1997 penny. On the obverse, we see the familiar face of President Abraham Lincoln, a design first introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Around his head, the words "I and God we trust" curve above. To the left, the word Liberty stands proud, and to the right, the date, 1997. Flip it over, and you'll find the reverse, with the Lincoln Memorial standing tall. Just below it, in large capital letters, the denomination, 1 cent. And above, the nation it represents, United States of America, crowned by the phrase E pluribus unum, out of many, one. Now you might be asking, what could possibly make this everyday coin worth over $127,000? Well, get ready, because this is where things get really interesting. While the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies in 1997, specifically, over 4.6 billion at the Philadelphia Mint alone, there were a few that were struck with rare and mysterious errors. These mistakes are like gold to collectors. Errors can include things like off-center strikes, double dies, misaligned dies, planchet errors, or even wrong metal compositions. In the case of this extremely valuable 1997 penny, one particular specimen was accidentally struck on a foreign planchet, a coin blank meant for another denomination or even another country entirely. That means it wasn't even supposed to be a penny. Imagine a Lincoln cent struck on a dime planchet. Or a bronze coin from another minting batch. These errors are rare, and the chances of them surviving circulation are even rarer. Now let's talk about the most famous 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin of them all, the one valued at $127,000. This coin was found in circulation, just like the ones you and I carry every day. It looked a little different. It felt slightly off in weight. And upon closer inspection, experts discovered something unbelievable. it had a misstrike, possibly a double die error or a wrong planchet composition. And because it was so pristine, graded almost mint state by professional coin grading services, collectors went wild. It sold at auction for an eye-watering $127,000. That's the power of rare coins. To understand the value of such a penny, we need to look at the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny has been in continuous production since 1909, making it the longest-running design in American coinage. But within that long history, certain years and certain mistakes make certain coins more valuable than others. Let's not forget the legendary 1943 copper penny, which sold for over $1 million because it was mistakenly struck in bronze instead of steel. Or the 1955 double die penny, where the date and lettering appear twice, slightly offset, making it a holy grail for collectors. The 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin now joins that elite group. So how do you know if you might have one? Here are a few things to look for. Number 1, weight. The standard weight of a 1997 penny is about 2.5 grams because they were made of zinc with a thin copper plating. If your penny weighs more, around 3 grams or more, you might have a bronze error. Number 2, sound. Tap it gently. Bronze coins produce a slightly different tone compared to zinc. If you're familiar with both, you'll hear the difference. Number 3, mint mark. If you see a 1997 penny without a mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. One with AD was minted in Denver. While most rare errors come from either mint, it's still worth checking which one you have. Number 4, error signs. Look for doubling in the date, the word Liberty, or in God we trust. A strong double die error will show clear separation in the letters and numbers. Number 5, planchet color and surface. If your penny looks unusually shiny, matte, or even the wrong color, such as silverish or unusually dark, it might be struck on the wrong metal. Now, if you think you've got something special, don't clean the coin. Cleaning it can reduce its value by thousands. Instead, get it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade rare error penny can change your life. Imagine finding a coin in your couch cushions, in an old coin jar, or in a roll of pennies from the bank, and discovering it's worth more than a brand new Tesla. That's the magic of coin collecting, but beyond the money, there's something deeper. Holding a coin like the 1997 Liberty 1 cent is like holding a piece of American history. It passed through hands, pockets, cash registers, lunchboxes. It tells a story of craftsmanship, of errors made by human hands, and of the incredible odds of survival. Even today, the 1997 penny remains common in circulation. But among those billions are a handful of treasures, rare, valuable, and waiting to be found. So what are you waiting for? Grab your magnifying glass. Dig through those coin jars. Sort through your change. The next six-figure penny could be sitting right in your palm, and if you do find one, you'll have a story to tell for generations. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey through numismatic history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mystery and value of the 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin content, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a video that might just change your life. Remember, the world of coins is full of secrets. And sometimes, all it takes is one penny to unlock a fortune. Until next time, keep searching, and keep dreaming.